Jeff Hardy is pulled from AEW programming, plus a big stipulation has been added to the WWE Universal title match on SmackDown. And why was a former Money in the Bank winner trending during Raw? We reported yesterday about the arrest of Jeff Hardy, charged with DUI offenses, among others. You can watch more details on that in the video that we posted yesterday. We have no comments so far from AEW, who have him, in theory, booked for a match tomorrow. But what's the latest on that, Ross?
Yep, they've said nothing publicly, as you just said there, Tom, but Warner Media was told to stop all promotion of Jeff Hardy in any commercials or anywhere else immediately. They have stopped promoting the three-way ladder match for Wednesday, which of course was going to feature the Hardy Boys taking on the Jungle Men, taking on the Younger Bucks in a triple ladder match.
Now, that doesn't seem to be the case that's happening anymore. Also, when it comes to this weekend as well, they are set to headline Triple Mania Tijuana. It's meant to be the Hardy Boys in action there. Nothing from AAA about that one, but you kind of have to believe they'd be looking for a replacement main event now.
He needs to go away for a long time. Just away from everything and get the help he needs for a long, long time.
I mean, this is the third in a decade of a similar instance for Jeff Hardy now, and one of many over the years as well. So to go through what took place on Sunday, so Jeff, along with Matt and Rebby Hardy, were at an autograph signing at a Dave & Buster's in Orlando, Florida. It was where Jeff performed an acoustic set that night as well. He was booked into Volusia County Jail at 1:45 in the morning local time. Now, the police report said that Jeff Hardy was unable to complete any of the behavioral tasks from the police, and the breathalyzer registered a 0.294 and a 0.291, which is about 3.7 times, almost 4 times the legal drink drive limit. He was also charged with driving on a suspended license and violating a restriction which required him to have a DUI interlock in his car. So if you don't know, a DUI interlock is something that is attached to your car whereby you have to pass a breathalyzer test before the car even starts. And which it says, I'm fascinated that, and I've mentioned this before in other similar cases, not on videos but in life, the fact that item even exists. It
should be more cut and dry than that, shouldn't it? It should be either you're in the car or you're not in the car. Not, you've got to pass a little game to get the car going.
Yeah.
It seems a bit wrong, that, doesn't it?
But that's where we're at, especially. And if Jeff Hardy had to have one, it shows you where he's at as well. He was in jail till Monday evening. He was bailed out at 7:07 Eastern time on Monday night with a $3,500 bond with assistance from a bond bailsman. He was slated to appear in court today.
A bail bondsman.
Bail bondsman.
You said the other way around, didn't you? A bail bondsman.
Bond bailsman. A bail bondsman.
I might have just heard that incorrectly, but there we go. Just to get it right, there we are.
We've definitely got it. A bail bondsman. PW Insider saying that Hardy was slated to appear at court today, but that appearance is now listed as cancelled with no reason provided. There was some strange stuff from Rebby Hardy on TikTok. Strange reaction to this.
She's a barrel of laughs. That's what we'll put it as, is Rebby Hardy. She was on the old TikTok. There was a caption saying, "Praying my husband doesn't get hurt in this ladder match this Wednesday," followed by a clip of old, what's his name from Tiger King? What's he called? It's been that long I've forgotten his name. Joe Exotic Tiger King saying, "Guess what, Mother Hubbard?" Yeah.
It's weird explaining a TikTok, isn't it? It's weird describing a TikTok.
That's your ball game, innit? Just act it out. Go on.
So she was just doing the pray thing, and then there's a clip of Joe Exotic going, "Guess what, mother?" And then the other one she did is them getting ready to leave the hotel for the night, getting ready to go home, and it's the song from Homestuck, which was an interactive comic from many years ago. There's a character in it called Broadway Carcat who sings. There's a song called, that goes, "God, bleeping damn it, Dave," which is exasperation with somebody. It's from Homestuck. There's a great video by Sarah Z that explained it all to me. Go watch that for a bit. It's about 4 hours long. So it's in reference to that. So again, weird exasperation for Jeff Hardy once again having a run-in with the law.
Oh, what's he like, Jeff? What's he like? It's a really complex one to sort of wrap your head around, because it's the brain of an addict, as we've seen in many documentaries down the years, is an awful, scary thing. And Jeff Hardy himself, when he was painting his big wall on whatever documentary that was, the big wall in his garden, he's painting all he's like, "I've got an addict's brain," so he's got one of those things, and trying to control that and then put it up against behaviour like he's shown 3 times over the past 10 years. It's a really hard thing to get your head around, because on one hand, hand, it's like, you idiot, stop getting in a car because you're putting other people's lives in danger. On the other hand, it doesn't happen without the brain of the addict being there. He just needs to get away from everything and get the help he needs, whether he wants it or not. Someone around him has got to force him to take the help. Because there was that story, wasn't there, when he left WWE, that they offered him help, but he turned it down. Someone just needs to pin him down, not literally, but, metaphorically speaking, and get him the help he needs.
When we know more about this story, it's a rolling news story. When we know more, you'll know more at cultaholic.com. Raw from last night, we saw Paul Heyman as a guest on Miz TV, and he sets a stipulation for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship match for Friday with Roman Reigns and Riddle, didn't he?
I'm not going to do the impression. Basically, if Riddle wins against Roman Reigns, he becomes the Uwu on the old WWE. But if he fails to win, now this is up in the air. This is much like Scorpio Sky on given the stipulation to Sammy Guevara and the other lad who was on his team, Frankie Kazarian, saying they couldn't challenge for the TNT Championship ever. Because Paul Heyman said ever when it came to Riddle challenging for the Uwu ever again.
I think he said ever again while Roman Reigns was champion.
Interesting, because I missed that bit, so it's probably what Tom says, but I think something different came out of Paul Heyman's mouth. They'll just make it up anyway. These stipulations are bollocks, aren't they?
They can be a little bit. But Riddle, in response to that, said, you know what, I only need one go, it's going to be fine. So Friday, Riddle versus Reigns, and if Reigns wins, Riddle can't challenge for the Uwu, whilst Roman Reigns has the Uwu.
Which probably will be forevermore, the way we're going.
Could be forevermore.
It's the same thing, really, either way.
Seth Rollins last night on Raw qualified for the Money in the Bank ladder match as well, beating AJ Styles. There was also an altercation between Rollins and Styles, which saw Styles smacking Rollins, saying, that one's for Cody.
Adrenaline. Well, I guess they're Impact brethren, but from different eras, aren't they? Cody and Styles.
Was Cody in Impact?
Of course he was. Him and Brandy.
Of
2016, 17 sort of time.
Of course, the Global Force years.
Was it Brandy?
What a dream.
Who were they? Was it Mike and Maria they were up against when they initially joined, and they had that wonderful little scuffle where?
Impact Brethren. You're right. Ahead of Slammiversary, Impact Brethren sticking together. Josh Alexander on Desert Island Graps tomorrow. By the way, Impact champions on Desert Island Graps. We had a lovely chat the other night. Got lots of love for AJ Styles. We'll talk about that then. But AJ Styles and Rollins as a feud. Have we done that?
AJ Styles and Rollins. It feels like we should have done that, and we should have researched this before sitting at this table. But I don't know.
Just thinking off the top of my head whether or not we have. If we haven't, we could do it again.
I'm sure we have with some sort of 6 Styles Clash reversal or something. That sort of triggering something in my brain. But the match last night was good. They did a little Styles is going for the Styles Clash. Rollins reverses it, get the roll up, and then he runs away to Money into Bank.
Also running into Money into Bank was to Alexa Bliss and to Liv Morgan. They beat Doudrop and Nikki Ash to qualify for the women's match, joining Lacey Evans. There's a few more spots still to fill there.
There are.
There was a couple of people trending on Twitter last night during Raw. Ciampa was one briefly.
Why?
Because he's been booked into a black hole is probably why. He got called up to Raw in the most unambitious way possible. Hey, there's Ciampa. Hi. He attacked Ali because of reasons, and last night he lost to Riddle in pretty quick form because of reasons.
Who did he attack last week randomly?
Was it Ali again?
Was it? Oh, no, it was someone.
Might have been Riddle.
Oh my god, I've forgotten completely. He attacked just someone randomly. He was in the Miz TV segment last week with the Miz getting his tally whacky out. Was it Riddle?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense there, I guess.
There's a bit of story there.
Oh my god, I missed 6s and 7s this morning.
But a lot of people very concerned about sort of the status of Ciampa in WWE, because he really, at one point we thought he's going to join Judgment Day and that's going to be a nice reboot for him, and there's fears that people have sort of the WWE have lost their way with Ciampa.
There's no plan there, is there?
No.
We always say the long-term booking in the World Wrestling Federation has died a death many years ago, but Ciampa is a clear example that it definitely doesn't exist anymore. They're going from week to week by the shit of their pants.
They certainly are. There was also former Money in the Bank winner trending on Raw last night. This is wild and I love it. Who are we talking about, Roz?
Aaron Stevens,
Yes.
formerly known as Damien Sandow, and also the old Mizdow from back in the day. It was weird because I saw the Mizdow bit trending saying he was ahead of his time on Twitter yesterday. Then Raw comes on the air and he's trending here because Elias, after beating Kevin Owens via countout, said that he's going for Money in the Bank, and because his brother Elias is so excited, he's tracked him down, and Elias is going to be on Raw next week.
Now, it's easy to get this wrong, but you said that Elias won the match on Raw last night.
Did I?
But it was Ezekiel.
Oh, they're the same pissing man,
no,
aren't they?
they're different people.
It's going to be interesting to see how they do this. If you're at a live event this weekend and Ezekiel is there with a little bit of stubble, because I don't know how long it'll take to grow him a beard, but he seems to be a man who could grow a beard in a very short space of time. If he's not shaven this weekend, I think we've got a clue as to who is going to play Elias.
Well, we do. Well, Damien Sandow was trending for this reason, as many people thought, are we going to see the return of Damien Sandow, aka or Aaron Stevens, to play the role of Elias?
Turn a few lights off.
Yeah.
Give everyone a few goggles just to make their vision a little bit impaired, and then, you'll get there. It just looks like Elias, doesn't it?
It was this past weekend. He had his swan song at NWA Always Ready, losing to Trevor Murdoch and sort of giving the impression that he's hanging up the boots and heading to Mexico for a little bit. He's grabbing several of each animal and running for the bastard border. However, everybody's now going, oh, Damien Sandow could play Elias, and the problem is that we fall afoul of this quite a lot. This is where the internet is booking something really fun, and then we'll be really sad when it doesn't happen on Monday.
He's stuck in traffic. Oh, what a shame, he can't be here.
They do that. Do you know what? That might be what it is for a couple of weeks. Oh, he's stuck in traffic. Oh, he's delayed at customs or something like that. How would we feel if Damien Sandow just went, "Hello, I'm Elias," and no one? It's like a character being just swapped out for a different actor in a show that you like.
I've been running from the feds. I've had to have plastic surgery. It's all a little bit different, but it's the same. I'm definitely Elias.
It's like how we've had like 19 Ben Mitchells in EastEnders. I'd be fine with that. But again, we're making things to be sad about on Monday when it doesn't happen. More wrestling news throughout the day at cultaholic.com if you'd like to find out more about the rocky roller coaster that has been All Japan Pro Wrestling. Ross Tweddle is your hookup on that one.
Oh God, don't give me any credit. I said the words, but Jack Atkins, Lewis House, I think Jack the Jobber also got involved on the script, and then Dick Tubbs on the edit. Pierce Griffin next door. I think I've said his name wrong. I always say his name wrong. It's Pierce Griffin, isn't it?
Pierce Griffin.
Griffin?
From now on, he'll be Griffin.
He should be just Pierce.
Hello, my name is Pierce.
A stallion among All Japan Pro Wrestling greats is Pierce next door. So thanks to all them. I just said the words in a very... It took me a long time, Tom. It took me a very long time, but it's on the channel now. It's made it.
If you wonder where Ross has been, it hasn't been chicken. He's been doing that. He's been doing that voiceover for 5 weeks. Teamwork made the dream work on the rise and fall of All Japan Pro Wrestling at youtube.com/cultaholic right now. Stay safe and love you. Bye.